Hey, what's going on, guys? How are we doing today? Today's video, I wanted to go over a couple different things. I want to go over this discussion that I was watching one of Arnold's recent videos. I think it was just the one yesterday that he went over Lord Vader's ultimate. And this was a topic that I remember bringing up a little bit ago, maybe like a month or so ago, regarding Galactic Legends and how they are nowadays compared to what they were, with Rey and Kylo. So I want to touch up and rather go into that a little bit. But first things first, can we just appreciate a person in one of my Discords? He completed... Hang on, get my face cam out of the way. He completed Conquest on 3 of his accounts. Hard mode, completed tier 7 boxes. Holy cow. I don't know how this person did it, man. That's some dedication. Also, there was a comment from a dev or something. I don't know. It's in one of the event servers, and it says, "Why are Conquest battles timed?" And it says, I reached out a design. It's a combination of preventing cheeses and 15-minute ideally being enough time to make a legitimate attempt." So, I mean, here's the thing. I'm bringing this up because I think that we should have unlimited amount of time for Conquest battles, especially since there's a lot more feats. Because even in 15-minute battles, you can be on the last sector, Sector 5, needing to get some feats done, and you just either run out of time, or you just maybe have some sort of struggle along the way. I feel like there should not be any timer at all in Conquest battles. Maybe on like some of them, the bosses perhaps, but really I don't believe there should be at all. This is a completely different game mode than like an arena battle or a GAC match, I think there should not be one at all, but maybe they just can't do that, and you have to have a timer. I mean, there's a lot of different battles in the game, like assault battles that don't have timers because they're different waves. But I don't know. I just feel like it would help a lot, especially on some different sectors that you have to get a lot of, either dodges or getting frenzy a lot. Like in those battles, if those were unlimited, in time, you can just keep on going without having to worry about a timer. If those were unlimited with the timers, I think it would help out a lot in Conquest for the feats. But anyways, that's kind of different topic there. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this, and also on how the heck this guy got 3. That's just a lot of dedication, man. Crazy. You know what? People have been asking if I could like do their own conquests for them, and have them pay me. But man, I don't have time for that. I think it would only be worth it if it was like a certain amount of money, and I don't even want to give out any prices because I don't want to do your guys' conquests. It's just evil. Like, who wants to spend hours on days doing that? It's like 2 hours a day for just my account, and I did some refreshes. So anyways, it's crazy. Let's go and talk about the next topic, probably the bigger one with GLs and the future of GLs and why it's scary. Scary thing, not a fan of it. And it's starting off with Master Kenobi. I mean, people already know this. Commander Ahsoka is phenomenal. They go hand in hand, Kenobi and Ahsoka. I mean, back when Kenobi first came out, there was a Dev Insights talking about Kenobi's kit and how, like, partnering this with Ahsoka, or maybe it was about Ahsoka's kit, her new Commander Ahsoka kit, and how it was talking about her one-shot, her Force Sleep. There was a way in this kit to make this be used first turn, and that's pretty much where Kenobi came into the picture. And then as time goes on, there's definitely a huge synergy with both of them. And I would say right now, if there was no Commander Ahsoka, that Kenobi is a lot easier to beat. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'm not sure why I'm going about it that way in speaking, but it's very obvious. It is blatant that it's extremely easy to kill a Kenobi without having to worry about their Commander Ahsoka. So it's now, the next thing is, now we have Maul. He's going to be a thing here soon in the next couple months. And we see Lord Vader's, his gameplay, his kit, people testing him out. Nobody's using him on defense, or rather setting him on defense overnight, because he is atrocious right now without Maul. But even then, we don't even know how Maul could be played into part. But my fear going forward with Galactic Legends, and why I want to bring this up, because I was watching Arnold's video and I remember talking about this a while ago, is that if they are requiring us to get crazy requirements for getting a new Galactic Legend, like in this instance, getting Lord Vader with all those crazy, stupid high Relic 8 and just stupid marquee characters like the Bad Batch, needing those guys are brand new for just 1 GL, but then not even is he going to be that dominant without having a new Conquest character? I mean, that's some bogus right there, guys. I think if there was anything more bogus than already having to do Conquest and having to already give out stupid relics to these crappy characters, Tusken Raider, some of these different Bad Batch, not saying they're bad or anything. The Bad Batch are not bad. They're pretty good, but other ones as well. I mean, I think it's just pretty stupid that not only do you have to get a Galactic Legend based off of those crazy high steep requirements, but also you have to get a Conquest character to even make the team viable in a competitive game mode. And I think that is a very, very scary thing. That is probably the biggest issue going forward with Galactic Legends. And then it does also bring into question, what if, you don't have the time for Conquest? I mean, this whole thing is revolving around Conquest. There's people just barely finishing Conquest that have been doing 3 to 4 refreshes a day since it was starting this season of Conquest, and they're just barely getting it. But now, what if we're talking about those people who are not as active, I guess you could say? They're not as hardcore about the game, but they still are going to be getting these Galactic Legends done. They just don't have time for Conquest because there's a bunch of people out there who are just like that. Well, for those people, and let's say you don't max out on a Conquest crate, one of these months or whatever you want to call it, for these couple weeks worth of Conquest, and you don't get the tier 7 crate, and you're missing out on, let's see, what is it, 90 there, and you're only maybe getting 65 on the tier 6, you're missing out on a whole nother Conquest. And that'll put you back, not just for that 1 month or however long that'll be, that 2 weeks time frame, but also in the next Conquest character that comes into Conquest. It's the same thing. And first one we had was the Razor Crest. I did not get that guy 7-star. I went straight for Ahsoka. But then for the Razor Crest, they had either packs, they had some, I think there was a Galactic Chase. The Galactic Chase helped out a ton to get that guy maxed out, so that way I could not focus on him and rather focus on Ahsoka. So let's just say you're one of those people who just don't have time for Conquest getting tier 7 crates, and you're going to be missing out on the tier 7 box like one of the times. Well, you're going to be set back not just for getting Maul that much more faster and sooner, but you're also going to be hurting yourself down the line for future Conquest reward characters. And that is also another big thing. So I think that if there was one big mode in the game, as hard and as crappy it is for me to say this, I think it's Conquest. Conquest is probably the biggest mode right now in the game. GAC is not even really that. TW is not that. It would really be between either territory battles for all that extra gear and the get currency, and also Conquest now. And really, if you're a top-end player, you want to have these new Conquest characters, because without them, without these Commander Ahsokas, without these new Mauls, Razor Crests, you are severely lacking in the game. And that is a big, big deal. And this is something that I think is worth bringing up, because not everybody is going to be able to get both a Lord Vader and a Maul, right off the bat. Because first things first, Lord Vader's a crazy high, probably the hardest requirement for a GL in the game, and then also you got to wait for Maul. And even then, he's going to be a long grind, very long grind. So just lots to think about here, guys. I really wish we go back to the days with Rey and Kylo, very simplistic kind of a way to get them unlocked, and the teams for them you already have based off of what you grinded for the requirements, But nowadays, it's not like that, Even with like Master Luke and the Emperor, I mean, they still had, some of those guys you farm and then they go into the requirements right back in a team, but also they had some other ones that are kind of helpful. For example, the Emperor had, guess what, all the troopers, or not all of them, but like, a few of them that are really great. But then now it goes from a Rey to Kylo, Master Luke and the Emperor, and now to Kenobi and Lord Vader, where you have to have, you just have to have Maul and you have to have Commander Ahsoka, and that is just one big concern. It's just crazy. It's crazy these days how much of a requirement it is to even be on the top of it. And it's just very, very obvious. No way to beat around the bush here. They're just trying to milk the game here for these GLs, because they want to make you work hard and spend harder for getting these top ranks. And this isn't even meant to be a huge rant of a video. I just wanted to bring to light how annoying and how frustrating it's going to be now with Conquest and requiring to have these Ahsokas and these Mauls to even be viable in your arenas in your shard. Because, there's people, I think there's one guy I always fight every day. He can still climb, but he falls pretty heavily. I want to say, let me try to find him. It's this guy right here. He's not using him right now, but this guy right here usually sets the Kenobi without Commander Ahsoka, and I don't even know if he has him or not. But like it's pretty obvious. Maybe that's probably why he's not using him right now. But without Commander Ahsoka, this team is not that great, and it kind of goes to show with Lord Vader right now, without Maul. So there's a pattern here that's starting to arise. I don't like it. Hopefully there is something that we can do or they can do to make this not as annoying of a grind in the game. I don't know. I just thought this would be a worthy video to make. It's just scary. It's a scary future for GLs, and even scarier for the grind in the game and the amount of time you have to put away every single day to just play the game to get what you need to be good and to maintain your ranks, maintain your crystal income, every single thing out there. It's just rough, even for me. It's really hard, and I have a lot of time. Well, not as much anymore because I'm starting school and all that, but it's still a hard time. It's such a rough grind, guys. So, what are your guys' thoughts on all this down below? Would love to know them. Thoughts on Lord Vader? You guys, I could maybe do some videos, tests. I don't know. Maybe I could borrow somebody's footage. Lord Vader's just not really proving to be that great right now without having a Maul. Yeah, he can, he can kill Reyes, he can kill some of those other GLs, but against Kenobi's not really doing much. So that's about it, guys. Have a great one out there. Would love to know all your guys' comments down below. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Peace out and have a good one. Bye, guys.